Elon Musk is crazy too, so don't be like falling into that cult. Elon Musk. That guy's nuts.
All right, okay.
Right? That guy's going to send you to Mars in 4 years. Don't count on it.
Elon Musk, the man who wants to send us all on a one-way trip on a rocket he built, has this ambitious goal of colonizing Mars by 2030. Now, you know me, I'm all for pushing the boundaries of space exploration. Heck, if I had my way, we'd have a research station on Titan by now. But sometimes, even with the best intentions, reality throws us a cosmic curveball. And folks, when it comes to Mars, we're talking about a whole asteroid belt of challenges. Over the next few minutes, we're diving deep into the top reasons why this Martian dream might be a little further out of reach than some might hope. Think of it this way. Imagine trying to live in Antarctica but 1,000 times more difficult, and oh yeah, you can't breathe. We're talking extreme temperatures that would make a polar bear shiver, radiation levels that would make Chernobyl look like a tanning salon, and an atmosphere so thin it would make a sheet of paper look like a lead shield. So buckle up, space cadets, as we explore the 5 major roadblocks standing between us and a Martian colony. Elon Musk has ambitious plans to colonize Mars by 2030, but here are the top reasons why this dream might be out of reach. Let's talk about the Martian environment. It's not exactly what you'd call hospitable. The average temperature on Mars is about minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than your freezer. And don't even get me started on the Martian atmosphere. It's about 1% as dense as Earth's, and it's mostly carbon dioxide. Good luck trying to breathe that without a spacesuit. Oh, and did I mention the radiation? Mars has virtually no magnetic field to speak of, which means that the surface is constantly bombarded with harmful radiation from the sun. We're talking about levels that would make a chest X-ray look like a walk in the park. Sending humans to Mars is going to make even the most expensive space missions look like pocket change. We're talking about developing new technologies, building massive rockets, and transporting hundreds of tons of equipment across millions of miles of space. And once you get there, you can't just set up a tent and call it a day. You need to build habitats that can protect you from the harsh environment, find a way to generate energy, and figure out how to grow food. And don't forget, you'll need a return trip, unless you plan on making Mars your permanent address. All of this adds up to a price tag that's enough to make even the wealthiest billionaires sweat. Chapter 3. While we've made incredible advancements in space technology, we're still a long way from having the capability to send humans to Mars and keep them alive for an extended period. For starters, we need to develop more efficient propulsion systems to get us there faster. Then there's the issue of radiation shielding. We need to find a way to protect astronauts from the deadly radiation during the journey and once they're on the surface. And of course, we need to develop sustainable life support systems that can generate breathable air, clean water, and food. These are just a few of the technological hurdles we need to overcome, and it's safe to say that we're still in the early stages of development. Chapter 4. Space is a dangerous place, and our bodies aren't exactly designed for long-duration spaceflight. Prolonged exposure to microgravity can weaken bones, cause muscle atrophy, and even affect cardiovascular health. And then there's the radiation. As I mentioned earlier, Mars has no global magnetic field, which means that astronauts will be constantly bombarded with radiation. This can increase the risk of cancer, damage DNA, and impair cognitive function. We're only beginning to understand the long-term effects of space travel on the human body, and we need to make significant strides in mitigating these risks before we can even think about sending humans on a multi-year mission to Mars. Chapter 5. Let's say we manage to overcome all of the challenges we've discussed so far. We still need to figure out how to keep a Martian colony supplied with all the essentials for human life. We're talking about food, water, oxygen, medicine, building materials, and everything in between. Shipping these supplies from Earth would be incredibly expensive and logistically challenging. This means that a Martian colony would need to be largely self-sufficient. We'd need to develop ways to grow food in Martian soil, extract water from the atmosphere or ice caps, and generate oxygen from local resources. That's a tall order, to say the least. So, there you have it. While the idea of colonizing Mars is incredibly exciting, these challenges highlight the fact that we have a long way to go before it becomes a reality.